of Stevens Point Plan Commission meeting, recorded October 6, 2025.
All right, I have 6 o'clock. We will call the regular meeting of the city's Plan Commission to order. Could we get a roll call, please?
You certainly can. Mayor Wiesa.
Here.
Alderperson Kneebone.
Here.
Commissioner Artson.
Here.
Commissioner Beacom.
Here.
Commissioner Moskowiak.
Here.
Commissioner Rice.
Here.
Commissioner Schuler.
Here.
Everyone is here. Item number 2 is the report of the September 2nd meeting of the City Plan Commission. Any corrections, additions, or a motion to accept?
I make a motion to accept.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Oh.
We'll give the second to Kneebone.
Yep.
Discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? And that is approved. Item number 3 is a public, oh, I probably should share this, huh? Nobody's online, but that's okay. We're going to do this anyway. Item number 2 is a request from the City of Stevens Point to amend Chapter 23 of the zoning ordinance. Why? Item number 3, that's what I'm looking for. Said ordinance revises Section 23.02, Sub 4, Sub 1, Sub E. Jesus, my words are not coming out today. 23.02, Sub 4, Sub E, establishing groundwater protection zones for municipal well 12. Adam, did you want to start this off, or do you want to hand it right off to Director Lemke?
I will hand it off right to the director.
See,
it is just one of those Mondays.
it's full moon tonight.
Uh-oh.
Harvest moon.
Just a brief explanation, and then any questions if you have them. This is really just modifying our Zone A, Zone B, Zone C to account for well 12, which is on the lower left-hand side of the screen right there currently, which a little up and a little left. There you go. You'll see the red hatching that's adjacent to the red up in the northwest corner. And then east, between where the yellow and the green or blue, whatever that is, meet, there's some hatching there. That's in a proposed addition to Zone B. And then further east, there's more hatching in blue, north.
There is.
Yep, east, right there in south, yeah. That's the proposed
Those are just small parcels.
addition to Zone C, all to account for well 12. We need those accounted for in this ordinance to go in conjunction with our wellhead protection document for well 12 that's still in draft form, and we need that done before the well goes online, and that'll probably be around the end of 2026 as far as production goes, but we'll be doing some test pumping and stuff prior to that. So that's what's before you.
Thank you. Before we open up the public hearing, are there any questions from the commissioners? Clarifying questions? Okay. And we'll declare the public hearing open. Anyone wishing to offer testimony on this request, step to the lectern. Public hearing remains open. For the third and final time, the public hearing is open. Seeing no one wishing to testify, we will close the public hearing and bring it back to the commissioners. Commissioners, what are your wishes?
Well, I'd raise a question anyway, and I probably
Okay.
should have brought it up beforehand, but does that red area around well number 12, does that include like the red area around the well number 5? Is that for just well number 12, or does that include those other 2 wells that are abandoned?
It does. So the Zone A in that region here does include both well 4 and well 5, which have been abandoned. It is really we actually debated this quite a bit before the map came out in this form to say the Zone A is very small anyway, when what we're dealing with there is largely parkland and golf course and stuff like that. The change to this that we went back and forth between is really whether we end the east limits of that Zone A at the Plover River, which is what it would be if there were no wells 4, 5, or 12 and we just created 12. The east extent of the red would be at the thread of the river. Or if we leave it now and address it in some future meeting where this is being amended. I don't think that it's big enough to create a considerable concern. The other thing is that it does bring into, I know I'm not by the mic, but right in this corner where the hotel and gas station are and everything, we have an area there where there's some uses that are already a little bit like, that's really close to any well, right? And so we thought it better to keep the protection there. I would prefer to see it stay for a couple of reasons. One is that the well 12 area there would take up a good portion of that. The only thing we'd be comfortable getting rid of is anything east of the Plover River. The other thing is that, although unlikely, we do not have a current, I'll call it, I don't want to really say master plan, because for facilities we really do. On the water supply side, we haven't cited a well beyond this one. It's unlikely that it would end up in that area. I think we'd be more in what we consider our well field, which is where wells 6 through 10 are, or closer to well 11, which is up here. But because of the fact that I don't have a solid, we can release this, I thought for now it'd be better to keep it there.
All right, another question is the Zone A, that is based on the drawdown area, the
Zone of influence is what the term we're using now.
The zone of influence.
It's kind of like the cone of depression, but it's also, so in this case, it's actually, is there a second map on there? There should be, the one with.
Not on the slides.
I do not see a second
Not on the
map.
slide, okay.
Not on the slides.
Is my memo in there?
Yeah, it's in the packet. You're talking about the, kind of the.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's on page 7 of the packet.
So there's a circle in there that's 1,700 and some feet around well 12, and that is based on a distance of travel based on 30 days of continuous pumping of that specific well of that specific capacity, which is why they don't necessarily call it the cone of depression, because you're not specifying a specific drawdown measurement like might have been in generations past of this. It is what is going to get to that well from how far with 30 days, I think it was, of pumping continuously on that well, which isn't very long. And in that case, it came up to, there's a dimension on there, 1,786 feet or something. Like, it's on the one with the circle.
And the properties that are included are those that have a boundary that touches that 1,700 foot.
Exactly. So the reason it's not a circle, and a reason that these maps, especially out here and here, kind of have weird shapes, is because if the direction of groundwater flow for well 12 all the way out to the green touched a parcel, we included the whole parcel, because we can't really do partial zoning on a parcel.
Partial?
Parcel.
Very good.
Yeah.
All right. I'd move to approve the
Thank you. Do I have a second?
second.
Seconded by Beacom. Discussion? Comments from the audience? Seeing and hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? And that is approved. Item number 4 is a request from Tyler Ignatowski, representing Little Captain LLC, to annex an unaddressed parcel bounded by Stanley Street from the town of Hull into the city of Stevens Point. Adam?
All right, so this annexation request is to annex the red shaded parcel on the left-hand side of the screen, kind of more of that flag-shaped parcel located directly off of Stanley Street. The intention of this annexation request is to construct multiple duplexes, which would require utility connections through the city for that development. The image on the right-hand side of the screen, you can see the city and town corporate boundaries, town being more in that olive color, whereas the city boundary would be, or city would be in the olive color, tan shaded parcels would be the town of Hull. You can see this one parcel is served by that very long string wrapping around to the north and northeast. As part of this annexation, if approved, there has been some conversations between myself and Director Badoon with those two property owners to get that string into the city as well. It used to provide that connectivity for not only this parcel, but several other parcels along Stanley Street, which has since become annexed into the city over time. So just one note with that. Another note, you can see on the city's official street map, it's not included in the packet, but on the official street map, it does designate an extension of Maria Drive east of Minnesota towards Indiana Avenue. The applicant would be willing to deed a chunk of land on the, more towards the north property line to deed to the city as part of a future road extension. It's not planned anytime soon, but when that time comes, at least that the land would be available. So city's recommendation, city staff's recommendation is to approve the annexation request. And just for a procedural note, should this commission approve of the request, it will not go before the council until the Department of Administration signs off on the request. So.
Questions? Yes.
So just to clarify, though, this little stem, this isn't a balloon type situation that's connecting to a municipality just to connect and include it. The fact is, it's all surrounded by Stevens Point, and it's
Got created over the years.
right.
Correct.
Right. Okay. Good.
Anything else? Otherwise, go ahead.
So you're looking to, this would be R4, correct?
That would be the
Future?
request down the road, yeah.
Okay. And R4
Yeah.
would be for the sake of duplexes, not bigger complexes.
It would be for duplexes, yeah. And the intention is more so, you can see in the packet, there's the existing zoning map. The parcels to the east and to the west and to the south are zoned R4. So the intention is just to maintain consistency.
We're going to go to Mr. Rice and then back to Pete.
Yeah, just looking for clarification. Is there any intention on the extension of Lindbergh north or through that kind of S-shaped parcel that would connect the kind of Moses Creek subdivision?
At this point, no, it's not identified in the official street map as
Does
such.
the city currently own that Lindbergh right-of-way north of Lindbergh?
I don't know offhand, but I can look real quick.
I don't think we do. I think when we looked at it, it was still private.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mr. Arnson?
Yeah, and maybe I think I missed it, but what is the proposed zoning for the, doesn't that need to be R1?
It starts when it's annexed in, it gets a zoning, and then there'll likely be a request to change it.
Yeah, so it's any lot that comes into city limits is temporarily zoned low-density residential, and within our zoning code, they're required to ask for a permanent zoning designation within, I think, 60 or 90 days.
Yes. Commissioner Schuler?
Were you done?
Yes.
Okay. I know that the ordinance allows us to assign a zoning to it right away. And historically, we've done the two-step. And I think I probably asked this before, but I'm old. So why do we make them come back to specifically ask for the rezoning when it could be assigned tonight?
There's no rhyme or reason. I think it's meant more to separate, since rezoning requests have their own unique set of review standards. And I think the intention is just to try to not muddy the considerations for an annexation request and a rezone, that they should be kept as more two separate items.
Okay.
Okay. Any additional thoughts or a motion, perhaps?
I make a motion to approve the
Thank you.
annexation request.
Second.
There we go. Second by Ms. Goviak. Discussion?
Maybe just one
Go ahead.
question or comment. I believe this applicant has rezoned some parcels in recent years to pursue similar developments. Is that correct?
Yes.
Correct.
And is the city pleased with those developments? I mean, has there been any challenges to kind of past approvals of this type of annexation or future progress?
Conversation for a different day.
Yeah, do you want me to
It's
answer
a
that?
good
or-
question. And with the new development that this applicant has put in, I don't know of any significant issues that we've had.
We'll find out.
Okay, Alderperson?
Sean Morrow, I'm the alderperson for this area. I did call the person. He did have some concerns, and I talked with Adam beforehand. Those seemed to have been addressed. And when I talked to him, he does plan to make this a residential. He's not looking to put a quick trip in or anything else. He's looking at more higher end, not a car wash.
Gotcha.
Either, but he's looking at putting in like a higher end duplex and so on for like exec from Century Insurance, Dell to Delta and so on. He's not looking at student housing for this either. These are supposed to be higher end, and he's worked with the city in the past. He's looking forward to working with Adam in the future to get things done.
Thank you. Any other comments? If not, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? And that is approved. Item number 5 is a staff update regarding the zoning code rewrite. Adam?
Yeah, so this week is really wrapping up the first phase of the public engagement schedule as part of the zoning code rewrite. Have 3 public informational meetings this week, 2 of them tomorrow. First one being midday, targeting UWSP students. That'll be, I think, 11 to 2. Then tomorrow evening at 5:30, we'll be at a meeting over at Noble Clinic. That will be focusing on the folks that live kind of on the periphery, on the outside of campus. And then lastly, this Thursday, a conversation over at Midstate that will be geared towards the residents who live south of the courthouse. There is, I think this is the 4th public survey that's out right now, focusing on building design standards. That'll be available for consumption through this coming Wednesday, so if folks have not filled it out, please do so. And then lastly, you folks on the commission already know the Special Plan Commission meeting for later this month. That'll be focusing on all things zoning code rewrite, talk about timeline a little bit more, talk about first review of the purpose and intent statements, and then also talking about more preliminary policy recommendations that'll help aid you folks over the months to come. So really this marks as a transition away from this first public engagement phase and onto really the fun part that's going to lie ahead, and that's drafting, refining, and seeing how far that takes us. So happy to take any questions.
Great. Any questions? Yes, Commissioner Schuler.
I think I kind of ask this every time, but as you get more of these under your belt, you still feeling very comfortable with the number of people who are attending, the type of interaction that they're bringing into the process? And
Yeah.
do you think like there's anything that you're missing?
Attendance has been good. It's gone a lot better than what I thought before it started, which maybe this is ignorance on my part. Are there some unanswered questions that I have at this time? Yeah, and that'll be something I'll include in that report to you all later this month. There's a few items, nothing really too major, but a few items where I have not gained a consensus from folks, and I'm almost going to have to leave it on you as a commission and council members to provide me that direction. So, but for the most part, it's been pretty helpful for me.
Great. Appreciate your work.
Okay. Any other questions? Good. Then we'll move on to item number 6, which is the director's report. Director, report.
Of course, you guys get a verbal report today.
Karnowski.
Keep you on your toes. The written will come back, don't worry. So I think I mentioned this last time. We do have a new front office admin. They started after the last month's Plan Commission meeting on September 10th. So they've been in their role for a few weeks now, still learning the ropes. There's a lot to learn in the front office. Luckily, Maria Moore, Lauren Deloney, they have all been diligently assisting her as she started. So I really appreciate their willingness to assist her as she gets her feet underneath her. We did have the new bid director start on October 1st. So super thankful to now have Karen on board. She is also learning the ropes, a lot to learn. So looking forward to getting her up to speed and what she has to offer for that position. Forest Creek, we do have 2 additional lots that have sold. It is to the same developer that is building out there currently. As they sell a house, as they build it and sell a house, they do buy another lot, and they just kind of keep repeating the process. So great to see that their homes are selling and additional homes are going up. We did have the 6 pending sales that were shown on last month's report. They have also been finalized. So we have sold recently 8 lots. So great to see progress continuing there. Other big items, the Edgewater and Shopco RFPs. Staff is continuing to process those. We do hope to have a discussion with the RDA coming up here soon regarding Shopco. And then Edgewater, we do hope to bring something forward to Plan Commission and Council, since that is city-owned, not RA-owned. Kind of in that same area, Lot 8, so by Great Northern Distillery, the city has undertaken an effort to clean that area up. It was a lot of down trees, brush.
Yeah, looks a lot nicer.
We're getting some complaints, so Parks and Public Works were both willing to commit some crews and commit some time to taking those trees down, regrading the site, and then they will seed the site as well. So it looks a lot better. A few trees are still left. We'll also be talking with them about maybe planting a few trees that, in spots where it won't interfere with future development. So just trying to get some more in that area, but looks a lot better. And then I guess the last item I will maybe toss to Chris. Do you have anything for comprehensive plan? I know we have a meeting Wednesday, but I'll toss it to you.
Oh, that's all right. We'll see you all on Wednesday. Please, if you have any questions or comments, I saw one come through from Commissioner Schuler, but if you have any questions or comments before Wednesday, please send them along.
Any questions for the director? Commissioner Schuler?
The new bid director, same office?
Yep, same office, in the CVB. If you would need to meet with her, feel free to call, email her ahead of time. Otherwise, if you do stop in, just let the front admin staff know that you're here to see Karen, and they'll walk you back.
Dust is still settling. She started October 1st.
Understood. The second question about Forest Creek. So we just had that housing study from Synergy. Mm-hmm. And are the houses that are going in Forest Creek, are they in that, I guess, what section of the need that was identified are they filling? Are they in the sweet spot of?
Yeah, they're a little outside. So I believe the lowest one that they had was just over 300.
Okay.
And that was one of the smaller houses. So they are filling the need close. They do have some houses that are in the 340, 360 range, which would be the hope of, again, people moving out of their older housing stock into those new homes. So,
well, if you believe the study, all housing is good housing.
All housing is good
for the
housing.
Process. So we'll see where it goes.
Yeah, okay. Good questions. Thank you.
Thanks.
Anything else? All right, our agenda is exhausted, and we are adjourned at 6:23.
A video of this meeting is available for viewing on the city's website, stevenspoint.com/videos.